Good afternoon all, and welcome to this edition of It Pays to Be Polarizing. I'm your host, John, aka JB3, and today we'll be talking about dogs in public places. First off, let me say, I have no issues with licensed and trained service, support, and emotional support, also therapy dogs, in public places. They are there to assist their owner with certain things. There are dogs for the blind, there are dogs for the deaf, there are dogs for the people with glucose issues. There are dogs for people with POTS, a fainting syndrome, that identify and can tell when something is about to happen. There are dogs for seizures as well. So those dogs are fine in public because they've been trained how to not interact with people and only interact with the person that they're taking care of. Other dogs don't know how to do that. Dogs will be dogs. They're curious. They always have been. They always will be. Even when they're well trained, some are very well trained, but even then, you never know. There's always that instance where a dog will be a dog. When it comes to service dogs, I've never seen a service dog act out that's been vested. Never seen them even move from what they're supposed to be doing. They have a job to do. They understand it. When they have that vest on, they know what that vest means and how important it is to their owner that they do the job that they've been trained to do. When people put their dog in their purse, when they put their dog in a stroller, when they just bring their dog around to everywhere because they can't go out without their dog, come on now, let's be serious. You don't need that dog. There are people that have come back from the war, we'll say one of the wars, Afghanistan, Iraq, any type of military service, that have anxiety when they go into certain locations and they can't get beyond that. They have support animals that are emotional support. They've been trained to identify when that person is having an issue and help them through that issue. So again, that's a licensed and trained dog that I have no issue with whatsoever. But a dog that's just sitting at a table when you're at a restaurant and could lash out at anybody, no, I'll pass. Your dog should be always licensed if it's going to be out with you as a service, therapy, or support animal. When it comes to going online, buying vests, I know people who have done that, and that's wrong, 100% wrong, because you're taking away from all the people that actually need to have their animals with them. There's a small percentage of the world that needs to have an animal with them legally and for medical purposes, that you are now harming their chances of bringing their dog somewhere where they actually need to be able to go, or need to just want to be able to go, to be in social interaction with other people. So dogs in public, no. I don't want to be in a restaurant where there's just a random dog sitting at a table. I don't want to be in a grocery store where there's random dogs walking around, because you know what dogs have? Dogs have fleas. Whether you like it or not, dogs have fleas. Not a lot, not all. They have treatments for that as well. But still, I don't know if that dog's had that treatment. I don't know how clean that dog is. I don't know how clean people are at restaurants and at supermarkets and in just the general public. But I try not to be around them either. I prefer good hygiene. I like people with good hygiene. I don't know if dogs have good hygiene. You can tell if a person does. You really can if a dog does. Yeah, if it's matted and like that, you understand. There's some very obvious signs too, just like there are with people. But there are also some that aren't so obvious. You can't see, but you can smell or you can tell. So again, no dogs in public for me unless they're licensed for service, support, or therapy. Please hit the like if you like this topic. Comment if you'd like to hear more like this or any other topics you'd like to hear, and also subscribe and share this with anybody you'd like to as well. That's all for me today. Have a good day, all.